Is that the grand pup, G?
Combination lab and pit bull.
So cute.
She is. She's a doll.
It's my baby.
Was that Dina?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Dina.
Wait, where is it?
Work people.
Hi, y'all.
There's a lot of them.
Yep. Gotta love working from home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started now. Welcome everybody to Town Hall. I just sent out something for everybody to fill out, and we'll go through our website in a little bit, but it's to celebrate our new website, the launch of our new website. So check your email for all of that. And if somebody is not on our global list, make sure they get that. There's a chance to win a $50 gift card by filling out the survey, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Wanted to get started with our COVID updates this week. In DC, well, actually everywhere, we have no staff positives and no people that we support who are positive. So that's really good. And we still are, asking people to upload their information into Paycom for their vaccination status. As you know, in DC, it's required. And so that has already been verified. But all the other states are asking us to start reporting information as well. And it's just going to get stricter as I'm sure time goes on. So it is incredibly important that you upload any of your vaccine information into Paycom. And there is one sad bit of news that we have to share. This past week, DC lost a person that we supported, Toussaint Jones. And I don't know, Precious, or if somebody from the DC team wants to talk a little bit about Toussaint. Yeah. We'll take a moment of silence because we know anytime one of our team members loses somebody that we support, it's very hard. So we're going to take a moment of silence for all those we've lost over this past year and a half, and then especially for Toussaint.
I'm sorry, I just came on. I'd like to say something for Toussaint if I could.
Of course, John.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Jones, he's been with us for a little over 10 years, and he was he was a character. He would let you know how he feels, in his own way. You would have to kind of get real close to him to hear what he had to say. And sometimes he would have a joke to say. Sometimes he would be upset about something and let you know. But he was a kind heart, a kind soul, and it really is a loss of a good person. His niece was very instrumental in his support. She supported him very well. I mean, she wouldn't let anything slide with her nephew. And she also supported St. John's for a long time as well. But we just want to, let everybody know that he will truly be missed. And we hope he rests in peace. Okay.
Thank you, John. And our deep condolences to you and to all the DC team.
Can I just give a quick story on Toussaint?
Yes.
Because Toussaint was hilarious. He spoke very low, but you can hear everything he said if you really wanted to. But I just remember one time we had went on vacation, and everybody went on vacation, and so I was asking him, and he was a jokester, so but you could tell if he was joking or if he really say something because he would laugh afterwards. And so I was asking them, so what you guys do today? They went out on an excursion, and so I wanted to hear how they liked it, what was going on. So the staff, started to explain, oh, we did this, we did that, we went here, we went there. And Tucson just really quickly, he went, they lying, they lying, they lying, they lying, they lying, they lying. And I was like, what? And then he started laughing. So then that let me know that it was a joke. But it was that he was that kind of guy that would always be quick to offer a joke in his way and could be, be very, very well understood. But we love Tucson, Tusi, we used to call him, but we loved him a lot.
There's no option to.
Thanks, Precious. And we'll go ahead and take that moment of silence now for Tucson and for our team who has lost a member. Okay. So Carl told me that it's a bunch of the Tennessee team and some of the DC team are going to have to jump off at 3. So I'm going to start with the website update first before we get to the other team updates. So as I think everyone knows, we've been working on the website, and as part of that, we started really looking at what our big ambition was. And Alan has kind of talked about that off and on since January, when the team met and we really talked through what we did. And we've spent a lot of time wrestling with the wording. And really what we came to was that when we talk about what we do here at St. John's, I think about Precious always saying we're dream enablers, and the work that George has done in his career and everybody else here. It's really about every person that we support. And so as we were trying to really hone down that wording, that idea of every single person, not talking about people as groups, but as individuals, really came to the front. And so we looked at this and we said, well, you can't see now, that it's really about until every dream is realized. And that's what we're really working towards here at St. John's, is ensuring that we have a world where every person belongs and every dream matters. And when you think about what's out there in the world and some of the stories we've heard, that it is true that there are people out there who are rejected or neglected, excluded, segregated, and abandoned. And there are a number of reasons why that happens. Some of it is purposeful, some of it is just by chance, and some of it is not purposeful, but it happens because of situations that people are in. But we at St. John's, we're working to change this. Every time that you meet with somebody, every time that you support somebody, every time that, we are able to find somebody a job, every time we go on vacation with somebody where they want, we're making their dreams come true. And we're asking everybody who comes to our website or who interacts with us to really change this, that together we can make a dream, and we're not going to stop until every dream is realized. And I'm hoping you're all seeing the website. Is that happening? So this is the new website. You can see we have, starting with the video here, just kind of some of the B-roll that Amanda's shot throughout. And it really focuses a lot more on the people that we support and the people like you who make that happen. When we go to dreams, this is really stories about some of the people that we support. And this is just the beginning. We'll be adding stuff as we go along, or adding more stories and more information. But this is the beginning of what we have. And so we have some stories of Donald, Alex, Garrett, Jane, Luan, Thad. And it just really highlights how we've made their dreams come true, or how we're working with them to make that happen, and how we're helping to create communities of belonging. And so you'll see the website, and we're really excited about it. We think that it's a great place where people will want to come and interact. And we're asking you to share this with other people because we want to drive traffic. We want other people to know the great work that you're doing. So it's a little crazy on this page. Can you see the Facebook now? Okay. Because it's showing all the management stuff. But Amanda posted the lawn video on Facebook, and we're asking you to share it. And we're going to be posting about 4 or 5 more of these over the next couple of weeks where we're doing stories and the videos that will lead back to the website. And so we just ask that you share it. And then that way more people can know about St. John's and about the work that we're doing and hopefully support us, which will allow us to do things like help the Oasis participants get the things they need when they move into the apartments, help with special projects that we want to do for the homes where we have people living. All of these things are going to be made possible by what we're able to do within fundraising, which leads me to, I want you to really know what's on our website. So I sent everybody a questionnaire and you can go through all the pages and there are questions from different pages within the website and you have to go and find the answers. And if you turn in a completed, accurate survey by Tuesday afternoon, 5 o'clock my time, which is Eastern time, we'll put you in a drawing and we're giving away 2 $50 gift cards to the people that have put in their surveys. So make sure you put your name on the survey or else I won't know who did it. But anyway, I don't know if anybody has any questions about the website or if you want to see certain pages, we can go through it. Okay, not hearing any. So just a big shout out to Ryan and Amanda, who really have taken lead on this project and made it what it is. We're so thankful for their help and their spearheading on this. So now we'll go ahead and go to updates. Oh, can you walk us through Kwaku wants me to walk you through. I can definitely do that. Give me a second. So this is just the main page, the about page, our home page. And as you scroll down, it just tells you a little bit about who, oh, sorry, I'm still in dreams. Hold on. The homepage just really introduces you to St. John's, our big ambition and what we're doing and what we're working to create throughout. And then we go into each of our service lines here. And when you click on these, they'll take you to information that we have. Now, this is one of the areas, this is just the beginning. We're going to be building pages for each of these that will give more information. But we weren't able to do that for the launch, but we'll have those. We're working on all of those as we do. And throughout the homepage, you'll see we have different kinds of ways for people to engage with us. So sometimes we're asking for their email address so we can send newsletters or keep them updated. Sometimes it is just a donate page, asking them to give. And one of the things that we're also working on is a way to get more information or to do referrals for services as well. So that's going to be, as we continue to roll it out, we'll have more information along on that kind of aspect as a way to get in. And here we talk about really our values and what we value most at St. John's. And then again, just ways that people can get involved down here. Let's go back up here. So, and then our about page just gives us our mission. This is a video that Precious is highlighted in, talking about all the services that we do, where we are, and then we give some stats here that shows how we're making an impact. And one of the things that we try to do, and some of this wording is, I think, a little insider baseball information. We will say terms, and even as I've told people where I've started working, I will say things like, we work with individuals with IDD, and they're like, what does that mean? And I think we get so used to hearing some of these terms. So we try to make it where it's wording that that people will understand, even if they've never worked in this area. So, we're talking about people gaining independence through employment and saying employment services, because people wouldn't really know what that means, or using life-changing technology. We all know that as enabling tech, but people would be like, what does enabling tech mean? So just some ways. So if you see some ways that we can make that clear for people, please let us know. And again, we're back to, really what drives us. We are allies. We are advocates. We are relentless in the pursuit of a world where every person belongs as a valued member of our community. And that describes what I've seen come through in all of our town halls, and what I've heard each of you done in your work here at St. John's. Let's see. So that's the about page. The services, again, this is the beginning of the services. We'll have more detailed pages that go through that will have more. So right now it'll just lead, if we have a story that works with it, it will lead to that. And we'll be adding this story here as well. And the dreams, these are just all the stories. So these are the dreams that have come true. And then we get to the team page and leadership. There will be bios here. We just haven't had the time, haven't been able to get those all together. And then down at the bottom, we have a history of St. John's, little timeline. So this is very basic. We're working on a way to spice this up a little bit, but at least all the main information is here. And I think that's, careers. So we have a careers page that takes you to a little video talking about working here at St. John's. And then the link here will take people to the open jobs in Paycom. So we're doing that.
Hey, Bessie.
Yes.
Can we switch back over to, I'm sorry to interrupt the website thing, but Cherry just said that Luan's video isn't shareable on the Facebook page. Yeah, can you just click that there? And then, but it says it shares. So
yeah, I know I shared it on mine, but I don't know if that's because I'm part of the Hootsuite. So
can you go up into the corner and those little dots? No, on the little dots on the post. I'm sorry.
On the post. Okay.
Let's see if it gives you the option. I don't know. Cherry, I'll fix that afterwards.
We'll fix it.
So just everybody knows that if you can't share it now,
thank you.
you'll be able to
It's
share it.
absolutely fabulous. The stories are
Thanks.
incredible. And I was just able to share something from our website, and it was super easy. And it let me send it to a variety of different links, a variety of different platforms, I should say. I can text it, I can email it. So the website is phenomenal and the stories are fantastic. So you guys have worked so hard. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Cherry.
Thanks, Jerry. And while we're on the Facebook page, Tennessee is hosting a couple of job fairs next week. So you share that information too. We've got these posts on the website or on Facebook too. So if you know anybody in Tennessee who's looking, we need to share those. The one thing I did forget to say too, if you look at this little person down here, that's Accessibility Toolkit. So if anybody needs additional help on the website, you've got all of these options over here. Any other questions or anything you want to see before we move on to other updates? Great. Is anybody still on from Tennessee who would like to give an update before they have to jump off? Not sure. I'm not seeing too many from Tennessee. I saw Tom earlier.
Now we have a webinar in a couple of seconds.
Okay. Any updates from DC then?
John
That's gonna
Jackson
be-
is on the call.
Yeah, John, you got anything?
No, everything is running okay. Everything is good in DC.
Excellent.
Hey, Bessie.
Yeah.
Does it going back to Tennessee? I wasn't on the town hall last week, so I don't know if the status for Harlan Morris was brought up at all. If people know, or
You're asking that, and I was on the meeting, and now I'm blanking. I think it was. I think we talked about it. Sorry.
Yes, Alan discussed it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I was like, I think so, yeah. Right. Kwaku, you got a Virginia update?
It's just that time of year. It's probably my favorite time of the year, the holiday season. So just really looking forward to just being able to celebrate. You know, we have so many things that's going on every day. So just the holidays coming up is my favorite time of year to just connect with everybody.
Okay, take pics. Share those stories with me.
There you have it. That's right. That's right. Roy, any updates for the shelter?
Hi, Bessie. Hello, everybody. I don't really have much in the way of an update, although it's definitely fall. The weather has changed. We were sort of blessed and graced with some very beautiful, uncharacteristic fall weather until just recently. So we have, this week we had visitors from out of town, from Washington. George and Alan and Gloria was here, and Amanda came down, and it's just always great to sort of show off what we do at the shelter. And so it was great to see everyone and sort of give people tours, and it was good visits by all. So that's all I have in the way of updates. Thanks.
You know, Alan and I drove back from there, and we took all these back roads thanks to Waze, and there was just some incredible greenery. And I would love to do that drive another week or two when the fall foliage is at its peak. I could just imagine what it's like. It was spectacular.
Yeah. Pretty country.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Tom from Tennessee. Sorry, I couldn't jump in earlier.
Yeah.
Kind of want to give a bit of an update.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't on town hall last week, but I want to thank George for coming down the week before last here in Memphis. I don't think he even spent a night in Memphis, coming through, and then moved on there to, of course, Jackson and Harlan Morris, but got to spend some time with him. We got to go downtown Memphis. I think George I think he might have understood my personality a little bit. I'm not the most outgoing person, but when you get one-on-one, I hope I didn't talk your ear off, George. I took him through a tour as we were going through downtown of stuff that, I don't know. I just kept talking about everything we saw. I'm like, what? I talked his ear off a lot, but Memphis has a weird place for me because I moved here 3 times in my life. Maybe this last one will stick. I don't know, but so I'm odd sort of tour guide. So I hope George kind of.
It was great. Tom and I got to connect with Ryan downtown at the Crazy Canuck or Kooky Canuck to celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving. So the owner of that restaurant was cooked up a special Thanksgiving meal for us, which he did himself personally, and that was just really cool. And I just thoroughly enjoyed my time down there. It was one of the few times I've been able to travel with no agenda other than just to try and to connect with people and enjoy their company and learn what they're doing and issues they're facing and challenges and successes and all. And it was really wonderful. I really appreciated the time and the hospitality everyone showed me.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll get started in just.
Yeah, and just to let everybody know what we're doing as far as this WebEx we're trying to jump on. Tennessee is finally moving in a direction that they probably should have been for a while. They are adapting Therap, not just for providers, but for the data administrators, for ISCs, for case managers, for everybody. So even before I was with St. John's, and even before I was with an agency that used Therap, I was a big proponent of Therap and tried to talk some of the agencies I've been with into using Therap. But I was always jealous of when you get on the website, you see that, here's this thing that's New York specific or New Mexico specific or, things from many other states. And it seems like it kind of is moving from west to the south or from the northeast to the south. So it's finally kind of gotten down here into Tennessee, and things will be, I think, a lot easier. And as far as St. John's goes, we're really at a benefit because we use it all over the place. So things that you're going to start seeing developed in Tennessee, we probably already have people in house that have experience with those things. I know Precious had when she was down here a couple of weeks ago, her and Jamie had worked, and they're contacting Therap and saying, hey, turn this feature on and turn this feature off. So we've got that relationship with Therap. And I think that will really add to the vision that we have with remote supports and people that are familiar with Therap that can remotely support somebody that we serve. New York, Washington, Virginia can do the same thing in Tennessee without much of a learning curve. There's going to be differences between the states, but for the most part, they're familiar with the system. So today is really the kickoff for Tennessee as far as how DID is telling us how that's going to be moving forward. So this is actually starting now. I had to mute it for a minute so I could talk, but I'm really looking forward to that. I think Precious sees my enthusiasm and is making sure that we all maintain that level and really get in here, because I feel that St. John's can actually be someone as far as Therap goes that the state looks to for some answers. And that's really my goal, that we're the ones when they say, well, do it like this agency, and this agency is St. John's. That's really my goal for where I'd like to see us. But thank you guys. Have a good weekend. It's fall-ish here.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Sherry, you have anything for us?
Not really, just busy time for us, just doing the audits, and pretty much that's it.
Okay. George, anything else? You've got any more updates you want to make?
Nothing that comes to mind other than what you've heard from my New York and Tennessee trips. Those have been really the highlights for me the last couple of weeks.
Okay, thanks. And Gloria wasn't sure she would be able to be on, but she said really no HR updates for this week on that. I just wanted to share that I was able this past 2 days to celebrate Precious. Oh, sorry, Precious. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I just want to give a couple of updates, and then I'm going to jump in the meeting in Tennessee. So I just wanted to just update this coming week on Thursday, St. John's will be presenting at the directors meeting, presenting how we are using technology and virtual reality to support people to find their
How do I find
John? That's John. You got to mute him.
Email address.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Paycom, but I don't see it nowhere.
Yeah, he never realized this, but now we all do.
I just muted him for you. He's good now.
Thanks, Carl. You should have been button on the finger like the lawyers at the news stations and stuff, at the radio station. Just have your button on the finger, your finger on the button. So we'll be doing a presentation of how we help people find their best career life by using technology and virtual reality. And so that's a tremendous accomplishment for us. We have grown in this space, and finally we're being recognized as the go-to, like Tom was saying. Tom sang that song I love. I mean, I really loved everything he said. So that's really great. The other thing is that, we have a deadline within St. John's, and there are deadlines for the states, but I'm more concerned about the deadlines we set for ourselves. So by the end of the year, December 31st, we'll be fully utilizing Therap. There'll be no more ordering of books. I don't want to see it on the Staples account. We will not be ordering tons of paper. We're not going to have shelves. We're not ordering shelves for books to hold books. That's not going to happen. So I just wanted to go on the record for today and make sure it's forever embedded into YouTube that we are not ordering books. We will be using Therap for 100% of those IDD services and any other service that we're currently using, such as Oasis. Therap is our electronic health record. There are no more books. Let me just take it to the camera real quick. We are not ordering any more books. So I just want to just make sure that public service announcement goes out, and that everybody realizes that we have that deadline of December 31st, and you have to do by any means necessary. We have to convert all of those records, the file cabinets, the books, the hidden files, the things in people's trunks. All of that has to go into Therap. December 31st is a new year. We're going into 2022. We got other stuff we got to do. We cannot be re-implementing a program we've been implementing for 12, 13 years now. Okay. So if that is clear, and then I'll turn it back over to Bessie in the newsroom.
I heard it loud and clear. December 31st. We're starting the new year all in there up 100%.
How did she say we should order books and paper? I forget.
No more books, save the trees.
Jackie's turning off all access to, I'm just kidding, to office supplies. Just kidding. I just wanted to close out. I was really lucky this week, and actually 10 years ago in my career, I was part of the team that raised money for the MLK Memorial Foundation as they were trying to build the MLK Memorial. And they just celebrated their 10th anniversary of the dedication of the memorial on the National Mall. And as I was listening to some of the speakers yesterday, one of the things that really stood out to me was to talk about on the National Mall, we have all of these memorials and monuments to presidents and to not celebrate, but to reflect and memorialize wars. But Dr. King's is the only one that's really to a man of peace. And that's such, I mean, I've always known that. And we always talked about the king between two presidents was kind of one of the t-shirts that we had done back then. But in a time when our world is so divided and there's so much negativity going on, it was good to take a step back and reflect on that fight for peace and that fight for justice and how important that is, and that fight never goes away, right? Like it's a fight, but in a peaceful fight, right? Like to ensure that we are moving our country, our world, our lives in the way that makes peace for everyone. And so I wanted to share that because it was an amazing opportunity to work on that account. And it was amazing to see the fruition of that and to see the impact that work has had on people who have been able to come to the city and see that memorial and really reflect on what he did and the path that he was trying to bring us all to. So I just wanted to share that with everybody before we got off. And hopefully we can all go into the weekend having a great town hall. You'll share the website. And unless there's anything else, anybody else have any questions? All right, then it's another short town hall. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Have a great
Bye.
weekend.